Welcome back, everyone. This is Mr. E, and this is Unit 7, Dividing Decimals. Our first lesson, we're going to divide a decimal by a whole number. This is pretty straightforward. All you need to remember is to bring up the decimal to the quotient. Can't emphasize that enough, because if you don't bring up your decimal, a lot of times you're going to be putting things in the wrong place. All right, so we bring up our decimal from our quotient to our quotient, and then it's just dividing like you would a whole number. Does McDonald's serve cheeseburgers? Same algorithm, right? So let's get started. All right, so dividing decimal by a whole number, we want to bring up the decimal to the quotient and divide like you would a whole number. So we're going to divide 29 and 4/10 by 7. It's going to bring my decimal up and then start dividing. So I got to divide 29 by 7. 7 times 4 is 28. Subtract. 29 minus 28 is 1. Bring down my 4. And 7 times 2 is 14. So my answer is 4 and 2/10. All right, the next one, I'm going to bring up my decimal to my quotient. 7 times 12 is 84. Now, very important, I put my 84 right under my 91. So I'll leave enough space here to put my next number. Okay, a lot of people just put numbers anywhere, and then they end up getting confused. So I'm only dividing 12 into 91, not into 915. So I need to line up my numbers there. 91 minus 84 is 7. Bring down my 5. 6 times 12 is 72. Subtract. Have 3 left over. Bring down my 9. 12 times 3 is 36. Subtract. Bring down my 6. And 12 times 3 is 36. No remainder. Okay? All right, so you can see them written in different ways. Going to go ahead and estimate this and just kind of round up and see what I come up with. So my answer should be somewhere around 10 is my I'm sorry, I should put a 0 there. All right, somewhere around 10. So 152 and 8300 divided by 17. Divide, multiply, subtract, check, bring down. So I just put a few multiples down here to save us some time. Bring up my decimal. 8 is the closest I can get without going over. 9 goes over. 8 doesn't. 7 is too small. 152 minus 136 is 16. Bring down my 8. And 9 times 8 is 153. So I did, in fact, use that. 168 minus 153 leaves me 15. That's less than 17. So I'm going to bring down and divide 153 by 17. And I get 9. All right. The next one, did a little quick estimate here. 154 is 155. I just round up to 160 because it was compatible to rounding 37 to 40. So my answer should be somewhere around 4. Divide, multiply, subtract, check, and bring down. Same algorithm. A couple of multiples of 37 just to help me out. 5 is too big. 4 is close enough. Bring up my decimal. 4 times 37 is 148. Subtract. Check. 7 is less than 37. Bring down to 4. And I see that's 2 times. Again, it was important that you bring up your decimal, because if you didn't, sometimes people say that's equal to 42. Hardly ever does anybody say would say that's 0.4 to 200, but you have to bring up your decimal to avoid making that mistake. Excuse me. All right, we're exactly at 5 minutes. Let's stop right there and continue in the next video.